The newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Switch.
Out of the gun, Geis. Gets past one man. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now, after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Open man is Jacob Hollister. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
To throw is Carr. Open man is Anderson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Darius Geis with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Just like that.
Allen completes it to Benjamin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jerry Tillery busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, it's Allen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 14th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We're good. Ready? Let's go. And we got Mike.
On play action, now Carr. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I'm going to run.
Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Wide. Get wide.
On 1st down, Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch the pass. Jim.
Here's Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
I'm here all day.
Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Carr. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's Carr. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
29 yards. And the Vikings first down.
53, check. 180. 180, we're good. 180.
On first down, this is Geis. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Robbie Anderson with his 16th touchdown of the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Callaway. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
37.
To throw again. Carr. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, hold. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 21st touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Pass. 58's the mic.
Allen going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Benjamin's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now a run with Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They can't hang with us. Quick dash, quick dash. Go, go. 93. 93. Yes, sir.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now Carr. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
56. Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Allen throwing again. Going deep for Benjamin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I would bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Your mind.
Operating from the gun. Carr. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. James Washington, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right here. Slam.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Allen. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
It's a gain of 18. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? Come on. Pass. Alert. Go. Hatchet. Hey. High 7. Go.
Allen now on 1st down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Regular.
From the 22, Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Go.
To the air, Allen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And the Chargers.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Middle.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen now to throw again. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Kill. Top 52. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Now Allen going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second and 11 now. Allen. He's got it. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Dion Lewis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Let's get it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
He's coming. Double up.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 30 on second down, Allen completes it to Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Tight dog. 25, check 25.
They give to Benjamin on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Allen's throw is complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Mike's 50.
Now Allen. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Callaway. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Carr to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Samson Ebukam. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down. But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Back two to Mike. Mike back two. Express. Hey, Mike 52. Get down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a first and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.